I had a discussion with a friend. He's in the UK now. We're catching up on things, and he's like, "Bro, how far? When we go see your wife? Like, when I get married, they say, are you still of this mindset that you want to get this amount of money or be this successful?" And he was saying all that, and I'm like, of course, because I feel responsible. Getting married is not the most difficult
That's
thing.
the biggest issue.
Exactly. It's like you can't just bring kids into this world. What is our obsession with this that we don't really think about it that much? And his response was, "You got to figure them out, man." And I'm like, how?
Well, you
And
can
that's what-
prepare before, just wing it. And this is my
But a lot
problem
of
sometimes.
people are
I think that's what
winging
you're
it.
talking about. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people will give you the advice to wing it, even when you stand on your ground of, no, I want to prepare before. I know that
Yeah.
there's preparation that I can make. There's preparation that I know that if I make, it would definitely make that life a little bit easier. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it without that preparation done.
Yeah.
But people
But
will
that
see you as
seems to
silly.
be irrational or being stupid. That's
Unrealistic
unreal
to a lot of people.
Yeah. What do you think, or at least from your perspective, what would be the most important values that you would like to impact on your children?
As a father, the most important thing that I think I can give my kids is understanding that actions have consequences. And that means that they should think about their actions in depth before acting. And I won't be the one to protect them too much from the consequences of the actions that they make. Because I think that's the biggest value that I can add to kids. And I think that's also when I look at kids nowadays, so young people that are not all right in the head, I simply feel like, are you not? Yeah, I have to say it that way. And when I see them, the single truth is, I'm just thinking, don't you think about the consequences of your actions? Like, when you make a decision, don't you think a little bit further into the future and think, what does that mean as a consequence?
Yeah.
Because it feels like people just do shit without thinking about the consequence. And I think if you always think about the consequence of your action, it doesn't mean that you will always make the right action, that do the good things, or always make the right decision. But it at least means that you will be able to deal better with the consequence that you have expected a little bit, which means that even the negative actions don't completely ruin your life out of nowhere. It maybe slows you down because you knew that shit, I fucked that up. It's like, let me give an example. Imagine this. You go to the club, you don't sleep. On a Wednesday night, you have work on Thursday. If you go to the club without thinking that, fuck, I'll wake up tomorrow morning feeling shit, tomorrow will be fucking hectic. You probably don't even wake up for work. But if you accept that I'm making this stupid decision to go to the club on a Wednesday night, and I know that I'll be fucked up tomorrow, in fact, I might not wake up. You might not even sleep throughout. You go straight to the club, straight to work. You will deal with it. It will be fucked up, but you won't feel the same way as if you never thought that it would be fucked up tomorrow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So it's not about always making the right choices now. It's just that you have to understand that whatever choice you make, there's a consequence. Prepare yourself for consequences every time you act.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah, that makes
I think that's the strongest value that I can add to my kids.
Not acting is acting. Not taking decisions is taking decisions. So when you also need to be aware of that.
Yeah,
and
correct.
Yeah, account for that. Yeah. I have 5 statements, right, about marriage. And you have to sort of tell me if you agree or if you disagree. So then if you disagree, you have to tell me the reason why you disagree. So the first statement is, a successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. Do you agree or disagree?
I would say yes.
So you agree. Cool.
But I think what makes you fall in love, I think I need to say this, that love is not blind. So yes, it requires that you continue to fall in love with that person because they continue to show you why they're in your corner.
Yeah.
Every single action deserves an opposite reaction, right? So you treat me well. Fuck, I love you.
Yeah.
You show me that you're for me. Oh fucking hell! I love this girl. Yeah. So yes, you fall in love over and over again, but love is not blind. It's very clear why you should be falling in love. Then you're good.
I also agree, by the way. So yeah. So to the next one, marriage is less about finding someone to live with and more about finding someone you can't live without. Do you agree or disagree?
100% disagree, man. Fuck that shit. like this is again. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I think it's always about thinking this person as my wife, this person as my mother. But everyone knows that the truth is that that's fairy tale love that does not exist. To think that there's someone you cannot live without, which means that if something happens, you kill yourself. You're not doing that. Cut it off. No. You need to figure out who you can live with. No one is perfect. So you need to figure out the person you have the most alignment with. And that could be anybody. Right? If they choose to reciprocate and find the alignments with you as well. So no. Living without, kill yourself when you break up then. When you do that.
Yeah.
You know, it makes no sense. Please don't kill yourself. I'm just saying, like, it makes no sense, you know?
I definitely disagree also, because I feel like, why would you want to have someone that you cannot live without? How is that helpful to your
It's not, it
life?
doesn't make any sense. You're just being delusional. You're being silly. I'm sorry, like, that's...
In marriage, the best conversations often happen without words. Agree or disagree?
I'm in the middle on this one. At the beginning, you need a lot of words. Like, you need a lot of words to get the alignment. You need to communicate like crazy. Over time, the communication will be less because they should just know you. And that's communication as well. You know what I mean? Like, after 6 years of being together, they should just know that my man won't like this. My girl won't like this. But there should be enough alignment as well to talk less.
That
So, I
makes
mean, the middle.
sense. I feel like a lot of women also that I've dealt with also have this. You should already know just by watching or seeing. I'm not a mind reader, like how I'm feeling or
At the
how I'm
beginning,
doing.
there's... Yeah.
No, that might also
I-
be, that would be a continuous verbal communication, I would say.
I think with humans, right? Like, we're not changing drastically that you need another 5 years of conversation again. At the beginning, you need to absolutely say everything. I agree with you that reading minds is completely useless, but I think you will be able to read minds 6 years down the line on things that you already know how they react to, you know?
Yeah.
But
that
they
makes
expect
sense.
you to read the mind 8 months in. Like, bitch, I don't know how you deal with this shit. Like,
Yeah. Maybe
How am I
not
supposed
even
to
reading
do
the
that?
mind, just reading the mood. It's like, oh, when she's like
Yeah,
this,
that's
she's
what I
probably sad. She's probably this. She's... So the fourth one, every marriage has its challenges, but overcoming them together is what strengthens the relationship.
100% I agree. 100% I agree. I don't even have anything else to say. Yes, yes.
How we go about that matters also. Like, I'll give you an example. If, okay, I'm in a heated argument with my partner, my wife, we could eventually figure out the situation, but how we go about it matters, because then we might feel like, oh, we resolved that. But I don't think...
But you have created a new disagreement. You have
Exactly.
created a new disagreement. So for me, I think in any case the engagement should always be respectful between partners, and do not say things you don't mean, which means that everything that comes out of your mouth, I will believe it. If a woman tells me that they feel like I'm worthless, I'm gone. It's ground for divorce for me.
But
Because
a lot of women-
I would never forgive. I would never forget that. You know, I would imagine
Yeah.
that she means that.
Yeah.
And which means that she would cheat on me, because if you see the partner you're with as worthless, there's no way this person is making you wet. I'm sorry.
a lot of women's argument would be that it was how I was feeling, and trust me, this is not just from my experience.
And that's
I'm
the
just
thing. That's why I'm
yeah.
saying you have to have an alignment with your partner that they say what they mean. So that, because they have to think about it multiple times. Do you mean it? Or this is just you blowing up? Because if you say it, I will assume you mean it. And I won't care because you said it.
Yeah.
At least that's how I would treat it. Yeah.
So the final one, respect in marriage is as crucial as love, Without it, the foundation wobbles. Agree or disagree?
Can I agree 10 times? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like every single lengthy marriage, what they call love at that point is just this mutual respect. And that's why I also said that if a woman ever tells me, if my wife tells me you're worthless, it's ground for divorce. It sounds tiny, but it's like the ultimate disrespect. And if I equate respect and love as the same, especially for longer relationships, it means that she doesn't love me as well. She doesn't respect. It's just
Bro, you'll be shocked. You'll be surprised how many men are dealing with this right now. This is like quite normalized in a lot of relationships and marriages. It's like, yeah, women have this idea of I can say whatever I like if I'm feeling negative, or I can do whatever I want.
Can you imagine a man telling his wife you're worthless? Wouldn't you feel like this is one of the most abusive relationships?
That happens too, but I've seen a lot of women.
Yeah, but that's clearly defined as the worst type of relationship. This is extremely abusive, you know. But yeah,
so,
that was very nice. I actually like this nuance one like crazy. It's fucking nice.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, man. That was good.
I just thought about
good.
it like,
That was very
yeah,
nice.
like this would be fun.